guys! So as you've seen in the title, in today's video, I thought I have an endless TBR. It's not endless, it has like 22 books maybe. And I was like, what can I do to not spend any more money in books, but still have fun reading them? And I also thought, I don't know what to read next. I'm really like, I need someone to help me. And since I don't have anyone to help me, I'm gonna have a color wheel choosing which book I'm going to read. So basically, I'm gonna show you here my color wheel. I have a wheel and I have books to be read. So I'm going to spin it, see which color is going to come out of it, and see what book I'll choose, because I'm gonna show you my TBR. Basically, these are books from my TBR. This ones are also from there. This one's and these two. So as you've seen, I have a few books to read with different colors. So I'm going to spin it, see what comes out of it. And yeah, let's go. I'm afraid. I'm actually afraid of what is going to happen, but I'm going to spin it. Okay, we have indigo. Okay. There's a book here that is indigo. Is it indigo? It's indigo. Tell me it's not indigo. Okay, we have indigo. First book of the video is going to be Funny Story. So, I've never read a book by Emily Henry. I did want to start Happy Place, but I didn't have enough time to do so. And now it's summer, and I feel like Funny Story is going to be a good summer read. I've heard a few people talk about the book, and I'm quite invested on the story. But since I don't know much about the writing style and everything, I'm a bit scared. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So I'm between choosing these ones that are quite indigo, as the color wheel said, but this book also has orange on it, so I don't know, should I use some orange, some blue? I don't know. I think I'm gonna use this one. It's pretty. I'm very happy. I'm excited. I bought this book especially because it was the American version and the font is really big. I like it. Usually I buy the British version of books, but this one isn't available yet, and they had a good discount, and I was like, I think I'm going to buy this because I heard about the story and I was like, seems nice.
Here I stand with roses in my hand, like planting seeds in desert sands, but still I'm underneath your spell, wishing down an empty well, to see how we felt then, way back when, way back when. Still, I'm sitting still atop that old dirt hill, feeling unintentional again. I know we've reached an end, but can a boy pretend? It makes me think of that way back when, way back when we were walking down the boulevard with shooting stars. We knew the words to say, we promised it would stay that way back when.
So I finished Funny Story, and if you want to know what the book is about, it's basically Daphne, and she was about to get married, and her fiance cuts it off. And she has to move out of the house they had. And basically, the girl that her ex-fiance is dating also broke up with her boyfriend, obviously. And she becomes that said boyfriend's roommate. His name is Miles. And basically they are living with each other, and there's fake dating, there's opposites attract, there's a lot of things. So I gave this book 4 stars, and I also made some points here. So I gave the book 4 stars. I enjoyed it. This was my first time reading Emily Henry's writing. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, because I'm not usually a romance person, but I might start getting more into it. Good thing Portugal was mentioned. I was really happy. I was like, oh my god, Portugal, more than once. This was very rom-commy. It had a lot of comedy, nice humor. I did laugh at some of the jokes. The relationship was sweet, it was fluffy, it was very realistic. Yeah, I don't think there's much to say. A good thing that I don't think it's only about this book, but of Emily Henry in general, is that she puts a lot of books, movies, songs, singers. She mentions a lot of those things, and I love it. It was good. I'm definitely not hyper obsessed with them, but I enjoyed reading it, and that's what matters. I think I'll be giving it 4 stars. Yeah, I like this cover. But yeah, I think that is all about the funny story. And now we're going to the next book. Okay, so I finished the first book. Now it's time to spin the wheel again and see what we get. There are some colors that I don't have, obviously, so we'll see. Okay, we have Deep Orange. The other book I had was kind of deep orange. I have this book here. That's Tennis Lessons. And I don't know if you'd consider this more like a red or orange, but I think this is the only option I have with deep orange. So we're going to read Tennis Lessons. I'm excited for this one. I have been looking up to it. So do I know what this is about? No, we're going to find out now. By the way, this is Tennis Lessons by Susannah Dickey. And it's so pretty, and it's super floppy. And has a big font, which I
like sipping an Novocaine. We're far from where we started, when things were getting harder. I'm trying to feel your pain. I know I'm pretty stubborn, but you're also pretty stubborn. I'd never talk about our next move, and it's getting old. We were so much younger when I met you, and we both know this is a bad one. Yeah, this is a bad one. Yeah, this is a bad one.
have this left. Don't finish it.
From sprinting to sleeping and watching the deep end, and all those kids know how to swim, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, 'cause they don't know. Oh, oh. No, they don't know. Oh, oh. They don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they don't know. bad one. I'd never talk about our next move, and it's getting old. We were so much younger.
So, as you guys have seen, I finished tennis lessons, and there's a lot to say. So before I give you my rating, if you want to read tennis lessons, you have to check the trigger warnings, because there are some scenes that can trigger some people, so be aware of that. This is not a book for everyone, but it's definitely a book for me. The writing is very different from what we are usually used to. Yeah, it's divided in 3 parts. First, it's since she was 3 years old until she was 17, and well, then there she goes. The first thing that I want to say is this totally feels like a diary, a journal even. She explains things very well. You never know the main character's name, which makes it more relatable, because it's like it's yourself. You're the main character of the book. She's just guiding you through life. Oh my god. Okay. She's just guiding you through her life, but could easily be your life. She calls a lot for our senses, visually, or like, I don't know how you say that. Those feelings. But yeah, I liked it very much. Again, this is a video with, like, this video is gonna have 3 books. And the 2 first books I read, Portugal was mentioned. So, Portugal was mentioned in this one as well. Nice. It was nice that Susannah, the writer, she was able to put into words things that I felt, but I could not find the right words to put them onto. And she did, and I was like, oh my god, thank god someone did it for me, because I don't know if I would be able to do it myself. Then, what else? My favorite character was Rachel, because in my life I was always like wanting to have a best friend that would grow up with me and that would ask me to be the godmother of their children. And oh my god, that is so pretty. Yeah, I have a thing where when you put friends in a book and you explain it like this, I'm gonna give your book a very good rating. Then silly little facts. Lobster was mentioned, The Lobster, the movie. I love that movie, and I was really happy when she was like, oh yeah, our dad watched The Lobster and a couple other movies, and I was like, nice. This is a story where you also have to read between the lines, because she's not going to explain it. She's going to explain the environment and everything with detail, but what is happening, it's not going to be like that. So you have to read between the lines. Also, the name of the book is Tennis Lessons, but there's nothing about tennis in this book. I hope you got that. I loved it. I was between giving it 5 stars or 4.5, and I gave it 4.5 because there are some gross things that happen. That, yeah, I wish they didn't happen, but they have to happen for the story to be like this. But yeah, 4.5 is my rating, final rating. I give it a lot of thought, and yeah, I think it's the right one. This has become one of my favorite books ever, so I don't know what to say. Let's go into the next one. Time to spin the wheel again. I'm happy. It's yellow, guys. I was hoping it was either yellow or red, and I got yellow. The most obvious choice would be Yellowface. I'm really excited for this one. I've read one R.F. Kuang book, The Poppy War. There's also a video where I read it here, and I didn't like it like as a 5-star book, but I really enjoyed her writing, and I see that this is something different. I like the premise of it. I also love this cover. Who is she looking at? But yeah, this is the last read. I'm so excited. I'm excited, but I don't have like I don't know. It's like I'm excited to read it because the premise of the story seems so good, but I also have seen that a lot of people don't like it. I'll have to see for myself.
And I met you, and we both know this is a bad one. Yeah, this is a bad one. This is a bad one.
I'm reading Yellowface on my Kindle because the font on the actual book is so small. I already have a hard time reading it. Imagine at night. So I downloaded it on my Kindle, and yeah, I'm gonna be reading it here.
This is a bad one. Yeah, this is a bad one.
So I am 61% into the book, and what do I have to say about it? A lot of things, but I will leave my comments to the end, like when I finish reading the book. But one thing I wanted to say was, I've seen a lot of people, like I've seen reviews of people like on YouTube or on TikTok, whatever, where the criticism they had for the book was that they couldn't connect with the main character. For me, that was the easiest thing to do. I mean, I'm a bad person, I don't know. But I can understand. I can understand her and why she did what she did. But it's not like I think she's correct, because she's not. But like, I connect with her at some level. I don't know. That's honestly what I had to say about this, and I'm really liking the book. The writing is exquisite. Wow, amazing. The story is like, okay, goes back and forth a bit, you know, but I'm enjoying it. The thing is that I've been working a lot, and I don't have time to sit and read like 100 pages of the book. Like, the most time I've sit down and read the book was like 45 minutes. I had yesterday morning. The rest I've been reading like 2 chapters before I fall asleep or something like that, because I don't have enough time to read it. But my Kindle says I have like 2 hours and 10 minutes left to be read, so I'm going to try to finish it today. But yeah, stay tuned for my final comments. Guys, I think I have a prediction for this book. I didn't want it to be like that, but there's an episode in a Portuguese TV show that is exactly like it. And if this is what's going to happen, I don't know. I'll tell you. I won't tell you what it is because I don't want to spoil you, but I'll tell you if I predicted it or not. I'm 60% into the book. Oh my god, I predicted it. I'm sad because I didn't want to predict it, but I did. It happened exactly what I thought it would. But this is good. This is good. But yeah, there's a Portuguese TV show that has an episode exactly like this one. But in the episode, I'm not gonna tell you today. I'm going to spoil the book. I finished Yellowface. And I had to read most of it on my Kindle because the font is so small. Like, it was so small, I was actually having a hard time reading it. So I downloaded it on my Kindle and I read it. And I'm still thinking about my final rating. But the things I wanted to say was, first, pop culture was so mentioned. This book felt so real. Something that could easily happen and probably already has. But there were mentions of Billie Eilish, BTS, and The Untamed. Guys, if you mention The Untamed, when you mention The Untamed in your books, obviously I'm gonna be like, I love you. I love you. You know, I love The Untamed. That's the best thing ever done in my life. So yeah, also, I don't want to spoil the story for you guys, but I already predicted one of the things that happened, as you've seen. This book is so well written. I'm like, and something funny is that in this book, there's June, and there's Athena. And June changes her name to publish her book. And Rebecca usually publishes her books as R.F. Kuang, but Yellowface is as Rebecca F. Kuang. And I found it really funny. I was like, girl, you changed your name as well. No, I loved it. The writing, as I said, I loved the writing. It was so engaging. Like, I wanted to read it, and I wanted to read more and more and more. And I really could concentrate so easily on it. Amazing. I don't think I have anything to criticize about the book. The story was good, kind of scary at some points, and I think I'll be giving it a 4.5 stars. This video was very good. Honestly, my TBR only has books I think I'll be rating kind of high. And this is a video getting through my TBR, so yeah. So these were the 3 books that I read this week, and honestly, I'm very happy. I read a romance, like a cutesy little romance, which I'm not very used to, but I loved it. Then I read Tennis Lessons that I don't know what genre this really is. Feels like a memoir, but it's not really. But it was amazing. Very different writing style, but also very nice story. And then I read Yellowface, which was wow. But yeah, very good books. Like Funny Story was a 4 stars. Tennis Lessons and Yellowface a 4.5 stars. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Yeah, if you guys want me to try this again, I will. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel.
Don't go breaking it twice, cause it took you like 5 days for you to tell me those 3 words meant nothing to you. But I still remember that one night we found love back. When we were walking down the boulevard with shooting stars.